Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jess Leal, and today I'm here to continue the video of relationship intelligence. Um, we were talking yesterday about how important it is to integrate our mother and our father in ourselves. This is very important because people who have children, they can't give them what they can't give to themselves. So, in order to raise in our children in a healthy way, and in order to build healthy relationships, this part is very important. And everybody has trauma with their father, their parents, because they the generations that came before us, there were a lot of them that didn't have the resources or the emotional intelligence to raise us in a healthy way. Of course, that was my case. And I had to do a lot of work to free myself from the patterns that came from my family, from my ancestors or something. So we can do this with therapies like family constellations or biodecoding, but I think we can do this by ourselves too. Those therapies are tools to are energetic bridges to get there, but we can do a lot of research by our own, by asking our parents if we have contact with. But when we don't know our story, which was my case too, our story of our family, because I didn't meet my father's family, and I didn't meet my mother's family either, because her mother abandoned her. So I didn't actually meet my grandma, but I did a lot of research, and through these therapies that I told you before, I discovered many things. So, and I discovered many things through dreams and by asking my guides for those clues, you know. So this part, it's very important, because we're going to project onto every people we know our lack, the things we didn't heal, the things we cannot give to ourselves, and that always will lead us to frustration and sadness. And that's a part of experiencing in this planet. But we're going to see that we have certain patterns. We're not everybody comes here to learn the same things. So everybody has certain patterns that has to focus on, and you're going to see we don't learn in like our evolution. It's not a straight line, like when we go to school and they teach us how history, it's a straight line with all the years. We don't learn that way. We learn in a spiraled way, and sometimes we are going through situations that are similar to situations that we lived before, but we did a quantum jump. But sometimes we can repeat the exactly same situation, but we with different phases with other people, but it's the exact same situation, and in that case we are repeating the pattern. But when we are experimenting a similar situation but in a more refined way, actually we are evolving. That's the difference. But evolution, it's not a straight line, and it's not something that happens from one day to another. It takes a lot of work and practice, and making mistakes too, which are not mistakes. Actually, they are. We are learning. And I always see that way, even when we do think we did a mistake, and we feel frustration because of that. Mistakes are the way, a good way to learn, and are important. It is important to forgive us for those things. So I'm going to talk about twin flames. I'm going to call twin flames in this video because I think it's the most known terminology. But how I said yesterday, in Kabbalah, they don't call them that way. And when you meet your twin flame, and I think at this moment there is the biggest amount of every time in which twin flames are incarnated, because they have a mission. This is very, very important. That's why I brought Jesus and Mary Magdalene here, because their story was hidden. Church didn't want us to know that they have sacred sexuality between them. They didn't want to us to know that they were human, that they had children, that they did a lot of things as humans who could reach this gratification process, that they did reach out. They did reach illumination just by doing their work, their job here. So that's the seed they put 2,000 years ago. The seed are us, actually, are all the people that are taking accountability of their spiritual path, and that really wants to evolve and change themselves in order to change this world. And this world, certainly we can go out to the street and trying to change the world. We have to change ourselves first, and of course our light will spread, and the world will change totally. That's where we're going. But there's going to be a lot of situations, how I said before, that are going to push us to do this, because the last 2,000 years we were in a repeating cycle over and over again, and we can't do that anymore. So this time there are a lot of twin flames incarnated because they have a mission. So these kind of relationships, actually conscious relationships, outside the twin flame title, conscious relationships are people who are in contact with their purpose. This is very, very important. Their purpose of life, their mission, and they are complete souls that are sharing together what what they have built built in themselves. So conscious relationships can't happen if we want somebody else to cover our emptiness. That's not gonna happen. It's not. So purpose in our lives. This is a very, very, very important part, because when we don't know what why are we here, and what's the our role in this place, we can feel a lot of emptiness, a lot of sadness, and we can feel that we I don't know, we can feel depressed. Even depression comes, many people who are depressed, it is because they are and I felt that way, because that's why I know I even had suicidal thoughts. So when you don't know why you are here, and what is your role, and what is the which is the light you have to share with others, you are lost. And this is a very, very, very important part of the twin flame journey, because many people focus on the relationship, the person, and reunion. It's not gonna happen that way. I'm sorry to say that, but we are here to, how I said before, to connect every multidimensional body with love. So if we are only thinking about ourselves and how we can, if you only think about how can I bring back that person, I am in a egoistical desire, because I'm not understanding the purpose of that separation, and I've been there too. So this is very important. I'm not gonna give that. I'm not gonna make that video of 10 signals of your he or she is your twin flame, because I don't believe in that. Every story I heard, mine my own story, it's different than other stories. So I don't think we have to focus on that. And many of those videos are sitting confusion. Those kind of things didn't help me when I was with my twin flame, because I was, of course, that was a shadow of mine, but I was so insecure, and I have a lot of doubts, and those kind of information just made me think I was wrong. I wasn't trusting my own intuition and feelings. So that information didn't help me at that time. That's why I'm not doing that. But I'm gonna say that when you meet your twin flame, that's the biggest love maybe you can feel, or the most close to unconditional love. but in reality they are teaching you how to feel unconditional love, not only for them, but also for everybody. That's the real the main purpose of the twin flame journey. And the other purpose is to know and stay in contact with your purpose on earth, and what are you what is your gift you're going to express to this world, because everybody has one, and it's very, very important that all the people stay connected to their gifts, because we are not be able to hold on jobs or things that are not connected with that, because if we are not working on something we love, we're not connected to light. Actually, we are just putting our body in at service of the material world, at service of the materia, and body has a purpose too, and we have to put body at the service of the soul. And the soul wants to express their gifts. Everybody has a potential. Everybody has one or more gifts to express in this world. So it's a part of the journey to find what we want to do here, and what make us happy people, and what make us and what impulses us to evolve and to keep going, because we all know that the journey here, it's not easy. So meeting your twin flame means that if you can recognize them, because there's so many people who are not prepared to recognize their twin flame, that was my case. Actually, the first time I didn't recognize him, but after many years we have like another meeting, and then I could. But I did a lot of work. It happened like 7 years from the first meeting to between the first and the second meeting. So it's not the story everybody tells, that I saw him or I saw her and it was like, wow, I looked at his eyes. It could happen that too, but it's not always the case. But when you can recognize them, you certainly feel all the potential of the relationship, and the potential is very big. All the twin flames are capable of descend a lot of light in this planet, and that's why they are incarnated here. Of course, it is not an easy journey, because it's not easy to learn to love in an unconditional way. And unconditional way, it's not part of our programmation. Every parent, I think every parent has given conditional love, and that's why we have all those programations. But they did that because their own parents did that too for them, with them. So this is a transmission between two generation and the next generation. So we are not judging them. We are only taking accountability of what happened. So twin flames, there are different soul contracts, and maybe it's like the biggest love we can feel, because we could feel because we are expressing, we are getting in touch with the potential of a really, really profound relationship, and there's many soul contracts that many twin flames pact to meet each other when they are ready. Others pact that they're gonna meet each other, and then this separation period, and there's this intermittent contact between the journey, and every time they contact, they are mirroring many things. But in reality, every people is mirroring us what we have to heal, or what we really like. Everybody, every person we meet is a mirror, actually, when we are having a relationship with them. But certainly this kind of this kind of bond is very, very powerful, because it awakes a lot of parts we didn't know of ourselves, and sometimes that's very scary. That's why there's people who run, and this hunter runner roles develop. In reality, runner, it's running from themselves. They are scared of what they see about themselves. So that's the main reason why they are running. And people who are the hunters, they are running from themselves too, because they are focusing in the other person instead of their own work. So they are mirroring each other. We can mirror. We can find a mirror in every person we met, even people we find in the street. It is not a restriction to relationships, but of course, twin flames reflect us, our everything in a very profound way. Our inner wounds, our the things we like too, because everything we admire in them are things that we contain in us too. So the more we focus in ourselves, the more we attract our partner. But we have to be aware of not doing this just to bring them back. So every time we are focusing, we think we are focusing in ourselves, but we are doing things to bring them back. We are falling in this self-delusion. So it's very important to really focus on ourselves and let them go. But this doesn't mean that we should forget them, because that won't happen too. That's the ego. Every time we say, oh, I want them go away, it's our ego, actually. So the main thing of this journey is to coexist with their presence, their constant presence, and the fact that we have to do this journey on our own in order to heal. Um, and another thing that it's very very important, it's that many people confuse relationships with narcissists to the twin flame journey. I saw this many times, so that's why I talked about the other ones first. I will leave that video in the comment, because there's no we can express our inner child wounds with our twin flame, but if we are with someone and we have this dramatic relationship and they are manipulating constantly, or they are violent, or I don't know, they are draining our energy, that it's not a twin flame. It's not a twin flame journey ever. That's a narcissistic relationship, and we have to leave them as soon as we can. Our twin flame will never treat us bad on purpose, you know. The thing with twin flames is that every time we do something that comes from the ego, from an egoistical way, that is expressing our inner child wounds, we feel it too. It's like we pay on double because we feel really bad for doing this to them, and vice versa. So they are never if you are with a person that is manipulating every time, they are not your twin flame. It's not that way. They awake the love in us. No, they can mirror the wounds too, but they are not hurting us. They don't do that. Just to get clear. So the most important part is to know what's the thing, which is the thing that makes you happy in this world. Which is your light, which is your gift, which is what is you have to offer to other people, because we are going to be in communities. Common unity. So we have to know what makes us happy to offer to the community, and when we find that, we can share the mission with our partner. And I'm not saying you have to do anything. I don't tell anybody what has to do, but in my experience, being alone was the most important part of my work, because I had a codependency wound. So being alone was everything that worked out for me. And I think when you met your twin flame and you could recognize him or her, stay with another person, it's like well, sometimes souls have these contracts to experiment with other souls, but for me I felt like I don't know, it didn't felt right. So I think everybody knows which is their inner path, but to myself, people who have codependency wounds, I think it's a good way to stay alone. It's a it's very healing to stay alone, to learn that. But there's people that has the wound of not be opening to others, and maybe the journey for them is different. So I will leave it here. If you have many questions, you can leave them in comments, and I will try to answer them. Sorry, these videos are a little bit difficult for me because I think I don't have like the vocabulary to express myself like I would like to, but I will be I will clarify in other videos about this thing. So thank you all, and see you in next videos. Goodbye.